All right, let's get started with these pocket breads. So what we are going to need first is some flour. All right, there's 1 cup. Two cups. Okay, so we've got 3 cups of flour. Let's just move this flour out of the way for now. Now we've got some salt. Just a real flat tablespoon of salt. And then we have a heaped tablespoon of dried yeast. Let's just pop that in there. Okay. So now we're going to add 1 cup of water, room temperature. And we're going to hold on to this one and we're going to slowly pour this one as we go along. So let's down the hatch and we'll get this going. And just a reminder guys, please like, share and subscribe. That will just help this channel out a lot. So yeah, thanks again for that. Okay, so there's our mixture. Like I said, 3 cups of flour, 2 cups of room temperature water, tablespoon of dry yeast and some salt. So all I'm going to do now is we'll transfer this dough into another bowl. So we've transferred our dough to a stainless steel bowl. Doesn't really matter what you've got as long as you've got something to put it in. Now we're just going to put a little bit of Glad wrap over the top of that. And then we're just going to poke a little hole in the middle. And we're just going to set that aside for an hour or so to let that rise, and we'll get to the next stage. So hang 5 and we'll be back shortly. Alright, so next what we're going to do while we're waiting for that dough, we're going to make our slaw. Today I'm going to be using a little bit of cabbage, an onion, a bit of carrot, and I've got some red capsicum just to add a little bit more colour and a little bit extra flavour. So what we're going to do first is we'll start with this cabbage, and we're just going to finely, very finely, take your time, we're just going to finely chop this up. This will go perfect with our schnitzel. As you can see, nice and fine. Okay, just about there. Okay, we'll put that in that bowl. Sorry for the out of focus, guys. There we go. And that's the whole thing, especially with cabbage. You just want to make sure you got it really nice and fine, so a nice sharp knife helps. As you can see, I'm using Kiwi brand knives. No, I'm not sponsored by them, but they are my favourite knives to use. Okay. So let's get that out the way. They're in the bowl. We'll get this onion, same thing again, long ways, not that way. So pretty much we want to just fine. The whole idea about having a good coleslaw is to make sure that everything derives and you haven't got anything that's more overpowering than the next item. Okay. So we've got them in there. Next, I've got this pepper here, this capsicum. Okay, so we can pop that in there. Done. So all right, so next we just got some pink Himalayan salt. Let's just pop some of that in there. Nice. A little bit of pepper. I use black pepper. And then on top of that, that's my favourite, real egg mayonnaise. We'll pop a bit of this in there. We've got two tablespoons. Okay, so simples. Now all we've got to do is just mix all this ingredients up. And that is pretty much our slaw ready to go. Simple to make, not hard. Alright, so all I'm going to do now, I will cover this up with a little bit of plastic wrap. We'll pop that into the fridge for later on. Alright, as you can see, we've already got our schnitzels made. In this case, I've used pork fillet. Anyone who has never made a schnitzel before, quite easy. I've bashed down the schnitzels, or just pork fillet, flour, egg wash, breadcrumbs, done. You could put parmesan cheese in there, you could put herbs, whatever you want. In this case, we haven't done any of that. We've just done a basic, simple, everyday German style schnitzel. So that's ready to go. We're just waiting now for this bread to work its magic, and we'll get on to the next stage. Alright, so our dough's done. What we're going to do now, we'll get that ready to make our pocket breads. Just lightly fold this in. Alright, so let's cut these. So that's basically the size that we want them, and I'll just continue on and making these. Alright, so we've got our bread pockets ready to go. Just give them a couple more minutes and we'll pop them straight into the oven. Okay, so now we've got our bacon going. We'll pop our snitzels on board. Okay, we have our bread pockets ready to go, so all I've done is I've just cut them in half, fold them over, and they're ready as well. Alright, so now we're ready to serve up. We've got our rolls, just a bit of smoky barbecue sauce on there. Now for basic resistance. And now to finish that off with a bit of slaw on top. So there you go, there's our Snitzel, slaw and bacon pockets. Hope you enjoyed that. If you have, please like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.